your fully armed verse of the day. After a little time off, dealing with cold weather and no power, we're back at it. And the verse of the day and for the next 6 weeks is going to come from the book of James. We're going to try something different. And while I normally try to keep these segments short, I'm not going to worry about it today. Today, I'm going to encourage you to follow along with me through the book of James. Today, we're going to read verses 1 through 4. And then tomorrow, we're going to do 5 through 8. I'm going to try to always remember to remind you at the end of this which verses we're going to read the next day. I encourage you to read along with me and to comment with me and let me know what you think about the verses that I'm reading. So we're reading out of the book of James, and James is the half-brother of Jesus. And he has he's written a book that, frankly, I turn to so many verses out of this book so often. They have gotten me through some very difficult times in life, and I'm hoping that as we read through this and I share my feelings about it, maybe they'll help you out as well. And maybe you got something to say that'll help me. Let me know. So this is James chapter 1. This is 1 through 4. So he's writing to the 12 tribes scattered among the nations. Greetings, he said. And this is it right here. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking in anything. That's it. And what inspired me to go through the whole book of James was this right here, these few verses, because we've spent the last 7 days in Middle Tennessee dealing with an ice storm. And there have been a lot of discomforts that it's caused. For our family personally, everything's fine. There's actually been many blessings that have come from it, but there's a lot of people that still have their power out like 7-8 days later. So, we should pray for them because it's cold and it's difficult, But at the end of the day, what made me think of these verses was when you don't have power, simple things that we get used to are different. It's nothing that's life-altering. It's nothing that's really dangerous. I mean, in some cases it can be, but for us particularly, we stayed warm and we stayed fed and it was fine. It's not a huge problem as far as physical goes, but mentally, you start to realize the things that you become attached to, right? And I think that if you ask a lot of people in this area, they would have said, after 2 or 3 days, we really started to have some issues, like spiritually and mentally. I've heard it said so many times. And that is just an example, in my opinion, of trials that we go through in life. And it reminded me that we should take pure joy or make pure joy of the fact that we're going through these trials. And it's so hard for us in human form to accept that and to understand it because we are so comfortable. And so, frankly, we can get really lazy. And I'm speaking about myself. So I found myself being blessed by the fact that things were different. I had to readjust my daily routine and my thoughts. And it would be so easy to go, oh, woe is me, things are not going well. But we are called to count it pure joy when we have trials. And a lot of people would consider what's been going on around here the last week simple trials. We lost power. It's okay. We will survive. But to a lot of people, it's a big deal, and I'm not belittling it from whoever's standpoint it may be coming from. But for me, it made me want to stand up and say, guys, when we have difficult times, rather than fading, rather than wishing it would go away and just get back to normal, the word calls us to be joyful and thankful. So whether it's loss of power or maybe you're going through a really difficult time in life from different reasons, I'm not going to try to speculate different things, but James in his book and the Holy Spirit call us to be thankful when we go through trials, Because what that does, it says right here, it tests your faith and produces perseverance. So this will be the longest one of these probably that I've ever done, but I don't care because we're starting the book of James. It's important to me. And I want us all to remember that whatever you're going through today, this week, this month, this year, if it's difficult times and you're praying about it and you're offering it to Christ all the time, then be joyful and understand that no matter how difficult it is, he is building in you the creature in creation that he wants you to be. All right, tomorrow, James chapter 1, 5 through 8. Let me know what you think about this. I'll keep it shorter after this, but for today, I just had to really let it roll. So, all right, share this with somebody who needs to hear it. Bring them along for the ride through James. We're going to go through the whole book the next 6 weeks. God bless you. Put on your armor.